Portillo Moreno. At this moment, I, I, I meet with teacher Carlos. Teacher Carlos, welcome to this online.
Okay, thank you very much for your invitation, and I hope that I can answer all your questions very well.
Yes. Let's start with the interview. What do you think is the relationship between language and culture?
Okay, in my opinion, it is related because you cannot speak without taking a culture. When you used your Spanish, you already know that you are maybe a Colombian person or a Peruvian person or Argentinian person, and it's for your accent, and immediately come to your mind the culture from that place. For example, in this case, I am an English teacher from Colombia, so I think that other people from other countries is going to guess more or less where am I, and that in that way the other person is going to say, in Colombia, the people are great, are happy, and they have many food, typical foods, and okay, and come to her or his mind a lot of things. And always, also, um, that is part mm, of that is part of culture when you always use your language. Yeah, it is very
Yeah.
related.
Okay, teacher. Second question. What is the influence of culture in the process of a foreign language process?
Okay, the influence is a lot. Imagine that you are learning English or Italian or Portuguese. From the point of view of that language, you will learn and uses the language or use the language in interacting with members of this contest. I mean, the culture will be the vehicle to learn, in this case, a foreign language.
Okay. Yeah, teacher. Which cultural expressions do you know countries have through language?
There are many cultural expressions. I don't know if the ones that I'm going to name are the correct one. It is seen in different languages. For example, here we have más vale pájaro en mano que cien volando. And in English language also it is used. It is a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Another one is una imagen vale más que mil palabras. And in English is a picture is worth 100 words. And the third one is las acciones hablan más duro que las palabras, o como la canción More Than the Word, like the uh, is better to show with actions than saying with words. For example, I love you too much, and all the days you say, oh, I love you too much, I love you. But if you do not do anything to show that you love her or love him, that is not worth.
Yeah, teacher. Why do you think is it important to have an oral tradition in a country?
Okay, first of all, it is important because it involves communicative activities, and in that way, people is going to grow into the intellectual world of those around, and also is going to maintain some cultural knowledge.
Okay,
Ready?
teacher. Ready. What do you think? Do we teach a language using culture or do we teach culture using language?
Okay, this is like to me like 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. I mean, it doesn't have or it don't know, it doesn't differ, because I think it is the same. When you use language, you are using culture, or when you are using culture, you are using language. And it comes to my mind, for example, when you teach the different seasons. When we teach different seasons, we imagined in the United States different month of the year. For example, in summer or winter, or the other seasons that are that appears in that country. So in that way, we can know uh, what they um, cultivate depending on the seasons. Yeah, and that is um, going to tell me something about what is they going to eat, for example, what they're going to do in different seasons. For example, they like to go to the beach on summer, and in winter maybe they would prefer to read at home. So in that case, the way that we teach and the topics that we used are going to define the different kind of language that we are going to use.
Very good, teacher. Do you take into account culture in the strategies you use in your English class? Can you give me some examples?
Okay, of course. I think that we always use the the culture. We always take into account the culture, because on all books, magazines, always there are things that are related to the culture that we are studying. For example, when we teach English, there are different animals that appear in a book that we are teaching. Different animals that grow and are in, for example, the United States. And also, if we are studying animals, we are studying fruits. Um, we are studying what else? Expressions. In that way, we are going to use the culture. And yeah, in the books that we have today in Colombia, they are very related to that kind of contest. United States or London is more the majority of books have that kind of contest that are related to those countries, London or England or United States.
Okay,
Yeah.
this this is everything. Thank you for your time and for helping. I am very grateful with you, teacher.
You're welcome, and I thank to to you because you invited me, and also this is a way to get in contact. And I also learn from these kinds of activities that you have in the because, as you say, to have an oral or communicative activities, um, it helps us to get out of mm, the same behaviors we have every day, or behaviors. No, I don't know how to say in English. En Spanish tampoco. El mono. Uh, when you do something always, like the routine, to get out of the routine, it helps me to get out of the routine, to speak with you or to talk with you.
Okay, teacher. Thank you for your time. God bless
Okay,
you.
but
Bye bye.
bless you too.